Fans were waiting on bated breath for the emotional torment they were sure would come from the Tortured Poets Department, Taylor Swift's 11th studio album. And she delivered with a double album. The first release since the end of Swift's 6-year relationship was announced. The Tortured Poets Department captured the anger, sadness, longing, and confusion fans love in a good breakup song. She sang about having held her breath since her love left her heart breaking when he pretended to put a ring on her wedding finger, and him being the loss of her life. The kind of pain listeners may turn away from in life, but sometimes seek out in their music. Experts say it is normal and often helpful to connect with heartbreaking music, and Swift even shared her own philosophy in an Instagram post about the album. This writer is of the firm belief that our tears become holy in the form of ink on a page, she said. Once we have spoken our saddest story, we can be free of it. Something bad, but why does it feel so good? If you've seen a performance of All Too Well, you know that Swifties take great joy in Scream singing the most heartbreaking parts. Why does it feel so good? Catharsis and validation, said Ariana Gallagher, director of the Gabby Wellbeing Office and of the Stress, Trauma, and Resilience, a STAR program at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center. It is beneficial to have an avenue to explore the more painful emotions and to feel like it is okay because other people have and are experiencing them too, she said. Even if you aren't in the midst of a breakup yourself, tapping back into those emotions from past experiences can help, said Dr. Jared Heiser, psychologist at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center. We all fall into this trap of avoidance of these emotions, he said. To be able to go back to those, think of it as a processing of that time. That process may lead to more acceptance of those experiences, and that it is okay if you never fully feel okay about them, he added. Music bringing peace. The music may be key in making people, who otherwise wouldn't feel safe visiting those difficult experiences and emotions, revisit them. Istier said, I think of it as being a really easy way into mindfulness, he said. If we were able to be mindful all the time, that would be great, but most of us can't tap into that. He likes to work with patients on mindfulness by pairing it with activities they enjoy because it is a lot easier to stay in the present when you are doing something you like, he said. Those types of things that can kind of draw us in and let us be with our emotions in that moment, Heiser added. Heartbreak is Swift's national anthem. Swift's success when it comes to her breakup songs may come from the nuance that she holds in her writing. Sir. While there may be grief and loss in her writing, there also tends to be themes of empowerment in her work, she added. In a song of her new album, Fresh Out the Slammer, Swift writes about going from daily disappearing for one glimpse of his smile to saying that she has learned. She is free, and she is going to take the lessons forward with her. And she doesn't always follow the trope of the jilted ex with a vindictive breakup song either, Gallagher said. A lot of her songs actually bring some balance to the conversation, she said. And yes, some songs sort of highlight this is why I'm setting a boundary, but there are often also lyrics that speak to here's how I've grown and changed and what I've learned about myself and maybe what I would do differently. I think that sort of balanced exploration is a healthy model, Gallagher said. Swift even contextualized the album in her Instagram post by saying that the expression of feelings in the songs does not mean that there is still a villain and a hero. There's nothing to avenge, no scores to settle once wounds have healed. And upon further reflection, a good number of them turned out to be self-inflicted. She wrote, how much is too much? As comforting, empowering, and connecting as breakup songs may be, there can be too much of a good thing, Gallagher said. If we steep in it for too long, it starts to impact our ability to function, and that's certainly a reason to pause and maybe visit with some other types of music, she said. Especially if you are struggling to begin with, make sure to check in with loved ones and yourself about how you are coping, Hister said. If you notice suicidal ideation, contact your therapist or 988, he added. But really, I think for most people, music is a conduit to accessing our own emotions and sometimes processing through them, Gallagher said. Allowing space for those emotions to be present is really important, and music can really help us tap into that.